The Rambo Micklem multibridle makes horses more comfortable, and more comfortable horses are happier and easier to train. For too long, we have just accepted the standard design of bridles and nosebands. It is time for a good idea to give way to a better idea. The Rambo Micklem multibridle was the winner of the Innovation Award at Beta International in 2008 and is featured throughout my best-selling manual, the DK Complete Horse Riding Manual, published in 2003. It is well tried and tested, as I have been using it successfully for over 10 years. You can see the students and horses I have prepared on my website, williammicklem.com. What makes the Micklem multibridle so special and so effective is that it is the first bridle to be designed from the inside out to fit the actual shape of the horse's skull. It is uniquely versatile, being not only a wonderful bridle, but also a lunge cavesson and a bitless bridle. And despite its multifunctions, it makes no compromises. In addition, its innovative tongue protection system both prevents mouth problems arising and is an effective remedy for bad habits caused by the discomfort of excessive pressure on the tongue and bars of the mouth. It has unrivaled flexibility, being ideal for the professional and amateur, adults and children, problem horses and young horses, competition stables and riding schools, and for all activities from dressage training, show jumping and horse trials, to racing, polo, long-distance riding and western riding. It has produced exceptional results, and what is more, it will save you money, as it is 5 pieces of tack in one. The Micklem multibridle is the first bridle, noseband or lunge cavesson that is designed from the shape of the skull itself, in order to avoid pressure on 5 areas which consistently cause discomfort with traditional headwear. Firstly, discomfort on the pole, with all the weight going on one narrow noseband strap. This is why we have a widened and padded headpiece with no separate uncomfortable noseband strap. Secondly, when looking at the skull of any horse, it is obvious that the top jaw is considerably wider than the lower jaw and therefore protrudes. This means that tight, cranked-up cavesson nosebands and traditional lunge cavessons can cause huge discomfort and damage to the sensitive tissue inside the mouth, as this tissue becomes sandwiched between the outer edge of the upper jaw teeth on one side and the noseband pressing inwards on the other. This is why we have a drop noseband shape, with unique diagonal side pieces, avoiding the protruding molars and without any inward pressure. Thirdly, it is also easy to see how traditional tight flash nosebands and lunge cavessons put pressure on the main motor and sensory nerves that exit to the outside of the skull at a point just underneath the normal position of the cavesson noseband. Apart from the discomfort this causes the horse, it can also numb the nose and lips, and is often the reason horses rub their heads on a foreleg after work. Continual pressure in this area can also damage blood vessels and other tissue, leading to the creation of enlargements due to fibrous tissue. This is why the positioning and fitting of the Micklem multibridle completely avoids the exit point of the facial nerves and any inward pressure in this area. Fourthly, when looking at the skull, it is easy to see how delicate and fragile the bones are at the end of the nose, which should never be subjected to the pressure of low-fitting nosebands. This is why we have the front nosepiece sitting on the nose higher than a normal drop noseband. Finally, and most importantly, when looking where the tongue and bit have to fit, at the narrow lower jaw and the bars of the mouth, which are shaped like a knife, it is obvious why so many horses understandably object to strong pressure on the tongue and bars. This is why we have both a tongue protection system that takes any extra pressure on the nose and bitless bridle options that are truly effective and wonderfully comfortable. The main use of the Rambo Mikla multibridle is as a bridle with a built-in drop noseband and optional tongue protection system. The key to fitting the multibridle is to have the front nose piece just above the fragile nose bones, approximately 2 to 3 inches higher than the corners of the mouth, with the cheek piece of the bridle running behind and just below the protruding cheekbone. Then the 2 back straps are fitted flush to the skin, but there is no cranked-up locking shut of the jaws. The bit straps are first attached to the bit and then to the small rings at the end of the cheek piece, with the bit itself fitted as normal. However, adding the tongue protection clips makes a huge improvement to the quiet acceptance of the bit when used on sensitive horses, and is a great fail-safe for children and novice riders. If a rider is left behind, or a horse and rider pull against each other, the extra pressure is taken not on the tongue, but on the nose, as happens with an Australian racing noseband. The Mikla multibridle was originally designed as a lunge cavesson that needs no separate bridle and has a tongue protection system. Having fitted the multibridle, it is possible to add a lunge line and side reins if required, and you are then ready for lunging without any additional equipment to fit. When using side reins or running reins, which by their nature are relatively fixed, the tongue protection system is a great bonus. With young horses or for lunge lessons with riders, I use the clips connecting the bit to the side rings as standard. As I breed horses and work with young horses virtually every day, I can guarantee that this design gives all the stability and comfort you will need. You can see it in use on young horses in my book, the DK Complete Horse Riding Manual. And you can also see another type of drop noseband lunge cavesson in use at the Spanish Riding School in Vienna. So the Mikla multibridle is also classical, but it is more comfortable as it does not have to fit over a separate bridle. The Mikla multibridle is also a wonderful bitless bridle, with a number of different options to suit the needs of different horses. They all avoid the extreme damage to the molar teeth caused by standard show-jumping bitless bridles. By adding the special padded curb groove attachment in front of the lower back strap, you have an effective but comfortable bitless bridle. A milder option is to just attach the reins to the side rings, which is surprisingly effective and very comfortable, but I would only recommend using it in an enclosed arena. Alternatively, for a stronger bitless bridle that horses love, add the long bitless strap over the head through the elastic keeper on the headpiece. Cross it behind the jaws and bring out through the side rings before adding the reins. The Mikla multibridle can also be used as a head collar. Just take off the extra bitless bridle attachment or bit, and it is a head collar to use travelling to your competition or during your long-distance ride. Or with the bit attached, the side rings are ideal for cross-tying without having to attach the cross ties to the bit itself. There is little point spending money on tack that ends up just hanging in the tack room. The Rambo Mikla multibridle can be used every day for every horse and pony. It is the ideal solution for parents who need the best and safest equipment for their children, and the ideal solution for pleasure riders and riding schools who always need flexible equipment. With the tongue protection system in use, it is no surprise that it has been an immediate success in the racing and cross-country worlds. And with the overall added comfort, it is no surprise that professionals who need that winning edge love the Mikla multibridle. What is certain is that horses love it, and this is the really important thing. It is truly designed from the inside out to fit better, and is truly more comfortable. Happy horses perform better, and this is the result that makes us all happy. If horses were choosing a bridle, the Rambo Micklem Multibridle would be top of their list.
Well, this is a Micklem multi-bridle and I've been using it for about a year now. And the main reason I like it is that the mare just seems so much happier in it. She would have a tendency to be a little bit mouthy. And I find particularly when I use it with the clips here, she's just so much happier and calmer and really enjoys it.
So you wouldn't swap back to the old one?
No, not anymore.
Hi, my name is William Micklem and I'm going to show you how to assemble the Rambo Micklem Multibridle. You put the brow band and headpiece together in the normal way, but there is one side of the headpiece which protrudes more than the other. This side goes towards the withers. Then the side straps of the headpiece are attached to the cheek pieces in the normal way, so you end up with the whole bridle attached together. You next take the pair of bick straps and you attach one to each side of your normal bit. You leave the buckle on the outside and the buckle facing upright. The bit straps are then attached to the small side ring on the cheek piece. Which leaves the bit hanging just like this. So then you put the bridle on in the normal way. The first thing to do is to get the nose piece at the right height. It will be a hand's breadth and a half above the nostril or a hand's breadth above the corners of the mouth. Then it doesn't come down over the sensitive nose bones. So it will then also fit around the protruding cheekbone of the horse, behind the cheekbone here and round the bottom of it, but as high as possible. Another way to get the height of the noseband is to run fingers up either side of the nose until you come to the end of the indentation, and that's the place where the noseband should be. There are two back straps, an upper back strap and a lower back strap. Both straps are fitted just flush with the skin so that there is no daylight between the strap and the skin. The upper back strap is approximately at 45 degrees, where it fits into a little niche in the jaw as though it was made to go there. And the lower back strap fits underneath the bit like a drop noseband. Purely as an option, if you want to protect the horse's tongue and the bars of the mouth, you take this clip and you attach it first to the main side ring. Then turn it round and clip it into place. Then, if there's a stronger pull on the reins, it connects directly through from the bit to the front of the nose, relieving the tongue and the bars of the mouth. It's then very simple just to take the clips off whenever required. Then just attach a lunge line onto the front nose ring and you have the most comfortable lunge cavesson you can find, that is similar to the one that is used in the Spanish riding school in Vienna. There are a number of different options if you wish to use the Rambo Micklem Multibridle as a bitless bridle. This attachment is used together with the lower back strap. The lower back strap is brought through underneath the elasticated keeper. The lower back strap is done up in the normal way, flush to the skin, and then the end of the attachment is brought out from the inside to the outside through the main side ring. The reins are then attached to the D at the end of the attachment. If you are on a trained horse in an enclosed space, you might wish to attach the reins direct to the main side ring, and some horses go very well in this, but it is a very mild option. Another option, which most horses are very comfortable in, is to take the long strap which is in your multi-bridle kit. Put this strap through the elasticated keeper at the top of the headpiece and center it. So you cross the straps at the back of the jaw and then bring the strap as it comes forward out through the same main side ring before attaching the reins to the D. It's an excellent bitless bridle that most horses are very comfortable with. So enjoy your Rambo Micklem multi-bridle, because I know your horses will. And we have something new for you, the Micklem competition bridle, which we do without the nose ring and without the bitless attachment. So it's just for use with a standard bit. It's in brown and it's in black, and I think you'll find that your horses really love it.